The funniest part about the video Eat the Rich is the fact that really it doesn't take into account one important fact, that the Tea Party approval rate now is at Bush level, 32% nationwide. And there is a reason for that. It's not just because we want to eat the rich. Actually, it would be nice if they pay a fair amount of taxes, 3%, I'm not asking more. If these people, instead to earn, I don't want to use the word earn, instead to steal or to get by definition the amount of money they get. Remember, in the last 15 years, their income grew 281%, while the other income, our income, went up 1-2%, not even covering the inflation. So why I should be worried about taxing these people? They had so many benefits during the last 281% years, and they didn't create jobs. So should I have to give more incentives so their income goes up and up and up? But even if I cut 3%, if I give these people the possibility to earn $50 million, $75 million, with what they get in terms of bonuses and taxes and so on, I can create 20 million jobs, paid $50,000, $60,000, which means creating productivity, which means make them even more rich. Because now we are in a third world America, in which the middle class, they work 50, 60 hours a week. They don't have services. They have to pay their ass off to have services. And in the same time, they don't have holidays. But they complain about the public sector because they have the unions and because they have 4 or 5 week holidays, as most of the world has. Practically most of the world has. But they complain about that. They complain it's not the right thing. So, suggestion, create your own union. Fight for your right instead of be a fucking masochist. Because you are fucking masochist. You are working your ass off for people that they don't even give a shit about that they deny you services, they deny you care, they deny you rights, and they remove your rights. How stupid you are, especially the guy who create the video Eat the Rich. It's the most stupid, unless there's the other solution, because corporations today, they are individuals, has been paid by the corporation, that I can tell you they're already starting right now with this fake video, Obama, and stuff like that. They have tons of money that they can flood in YouTube wherever they want, and then they will try to convince you in as much as possible that you are wrong, that they are right. They are the poor people, the innocents. These are the people that they create this mess. They create this huge failing economy. They had the money to buy the elections, and it is during the last elections. And the other thing is this one, talking about the Tea Party. Remember, they fought because of big government. Government was taking over the situation. But they completely forgot, they made you forget, because Americans are stupid, but not that stupid. They forget things that at the beginning of 2009, practically there was 750,000 job losses a month. There was a collapse in the economy, a collapse in the housing market, a collapse in the car industry market. There was a complete collapse of everything, 1930s level. And they create this tsunami. But they didn't want to assume their responsibility, as they are not assuming their responsibility in the video Eat the Rich. So who was responsible for that? The teachers, the policemen, the firemen? You have to pay for that. Oh, and also who else? The socialist Europe. I would like to remind you one thing. Before this economic crisis, actually the euro was extremely strong. Europe had a very strong economy, driven from top down from the strongest country. There were Norway, Germany, Sweden, there was France. They were the wealthiest country in the world. They had the strongest service in the world. They were the richest, like Norway, country in the world. They had the strongest export in the world. France and Germany, they had the strongest export in the world, even more than China. They were strongest. But they created tsunami. You just believe that tsunami is a Japanese thing that happened also in Japan with the nuclear reactions as we have? No. The economic tsunami was created in the United States. Hit the United States first year, and after 1.5 years, hit Europe. As a consequence, because all these things is interrelated. But it was born here, in the United States. Don't blame people, don't blame the teachers, don't blame the European, don't blame others. Blame your fucking self for what you are doing. And if the people is so stupid that believe that Eat the Rich video is the way to go, well, fuck you. You deserve the shit in which you are. You deserve to eat shit. You really deserve to eat shit and to stay in this shit for a long time. And yes, of course, Obama, I agree, is not as liberal as I wanted. Is a little bit moderate. But in this country, honestly, with the kind of government that you have, the kind of Senate that you have, that you need to have 60 votes for everything, and with all the Republicans and part of the Democrats are completely the prostitutes of lobbyists and corporations, thank God that you have someone that is able to moderate between right and left. Thank God that he could do that. Because otherwise we couldn't be right now at 8.8% drop in unemployment rate. We couldn't be right now in a Dow Jones growing. We couldn't be right now in a recovery phase in which the GDP is going up. We would be at Bush time, the one we left. But you forgot. Yeah, you're easy to forget. Easy to forget. And this big government thing, that's the best part of all. You know, the big government, Obama, big government, control everything. 2 reasons why they hate big government. Because they want to be the big government. And they are. Because in their idea, the big government is something like a surface related. I mean, if United States is big, you don't need to have big government. But Arizona is small, so you can have even a fascist fucking government and control everything, raise your taxes. It doesn't matter. Control your civil and human rights. It doesn't matter. That's not big government. I mean, that's big government, but it's fine. That's fine. That's okay. You know? And the other thing about this is power. I mean, they were pissed that Obama was controlling too much. They want to control things. And Obama wasn't controlling too much, was just regulating things. Was trying to bring the economy back. Actually, it was giving the money with a bailout to all the states so they could recover, they could invest money. What is the money? What are you investing in? In nothing. That's the basics of capitalism, investing and have a return of investment. If you are static and just cut everything, this is not capitalism. This is corporatism, fascism, that bring more and more to third world America, in which you have the richest people and you have this rest of the world in the United States that pay the consequences. So we are destroying the concept of capitalism. We are not giving anything back. Obama gave incentives to small business, even to corporations, even tax cuts to corporations if they follow certain kind of rules, so they could even be more productive for the 21st century and not just staying in the 20th century. And they didn't accept that. So fuck you. Fuck you, Tea Party. Take this 32% of approval rate that you have and wipe your fucking ass. Because it's dirty, really dirty now. And Americans, they're understanding. And if you have even union groups that normally vote for Republicans, like policemen, firemen, as it happened in Ohio, they are giving you the finger now, you are fucked for the next election. You have no chances. You destroyed yourself. The approval rating in Ohio, in Wyoming, in Michigan, in Florida is going down so deeply. You're not even imagine. Well, thank you, because at least Obama will be re-elected. Maybe if we have a different kind of Senate, a different kind of Congress. Maybe we have more liberals in that. Finally, we have a fiscal responsibility. Finally, we can invest money. Finally, we can have a return on investment back to move the mammoth, stick in mud, and move the legs of this mammoth. Otherwise, it will extinct shortly. Thank you. My next video will be when your approval rate will be at 20%.